Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, and today I'll be reading a Muichiro listener by me. So let's get into it. Muichiro had always been difficult to read. His thoughts drifted like clouds, his emotions hidden behind an endless calm. But now as he sat beside you, fingers laced with yours, his silence carried a weight that settled deep in your chest. The room was quiet, except for the faint rustling of the wind through the open window. Sunlight streamed in, painting golden streaks across the floor. But it did little to warm the cold truth that settled between you. How long? His voice was quiet, steady, but you knew him too well to mistake it for indifference. You hesitated. The doctor said, maybe a couple months, maybe less. His grip on your hand tightened ever so slightly, his only visible reaction. I see. You saw it. Muichiro. I just want you to... You should have told me sooner. His voice was softer now, but there was something fragile about it. Like a thread, stretched too thin. I didn't want to worry you. You admitted. You're always off fighting, always protecting people, always doing too much. I didn't want to add another burden to your list. Wait returned to you, his expression unreadable. You've never been a burden. Your chest ached at the quiet certainty in his voice. You don't have to pretend to be okay. Not with me. He continued, and you swallowed hard, feeling the warmth of his hand against your own. I don't want you to remember me like this. Sick. Weak. You exhaled shakily, and his gaze softened. I will remember you as you are. You blinked at him. And how is that? His fingers brushed against yours, gentle yet firm. Strong, brighter than the sun. And a small, watery laugh escaped you. That sounds like something you'd say. He tilted his head slightly. That's because it's true. Silence stretched between you again, but it was different this time. He wasn't avoiding the conversation, nor was he drowning in his own thoughts. He was here, completely and undeniably present. What do you want to do? For however long we have left, he asked after a moment. You hesitated. Later, you don't have to. I want to. So tell me. You bit your lip, looking down at your intertwined hands. I want to see the sunrise with you. Waiter nodded once. Then we will do that. The following morning, he woke you up before dawn. You were exhausted, your body weak and aching. But when you held out his hand, you took it without hesitation. He led you outside, the air crisp and cool against your skin. The sky was still dark, but the faintest hint of light touched the horizon. Muichiro settled beside you on the grass, pulling you against him. His arm wrapped around your shoulders, steady and warm. You're cold, he murmured, and you leaned into him. Just a little. He didn't reply, but he pulled you closer. Minutes passed in comfortable silence, the sky slowly shifting from deep blue to soft purples and oranges. The sun had barely begun to crest over the mountains when you felt Muichiro's hand shift, tilting your face toward him. Beautiful, he murmured, and you blinked, your heart stuttering. The sunrise. He shook his head. You. And warmth bloomed in your chest, even as tears pricked at your eyes. There were many things you wanted to say. So many things you felt in your heart. Things that you weren't sure if he would ever know. And it hurt you. That maybe he never will. Maybe those feelings will never come to light. Maybe those many things that you wanted to tell him and to live with him would never come to pass. But it's fine. Because right now, in this moment, you were together. The sunrise, a background to your love. Muichiro, I love you so much. He whispered through your tears. And although the words were simple, they were unwavering. And for a moment, you forgot the sickness, the pain, and the inevitable goodbye that was awaiting you too. Because right now, I'm looking at him. You're here, with him. He had you in his arms, just as you had him in yours. And in that very moment, very little in the world mattered, especially with the way he looked into your eyes. The soft smile on his lips, the amount of adoration that was visible in the way he held you, and the way his eyes shimmered a little bit with tears. I love you too, Ayan. I love you so much, he said, and then leaned in, pressing a soft kiss to your forehead as he held you closer. Perhaps he also had his own fears. Both of you did. The future was scary, and with your illness looming over it, there was not much to look forward to, besides what little time you had. But even then, you do your best to make the most of it. You were sure of that.